This is Villakinworthy. Today we're making breakfast sausage. Welcome to Villakinworthy. I'm Dennis, and today we're going to make some breakfast sausage. I had 3 pounds of that ground pork left over from when I was making the bacon, so I thought I'd make a really quick video and show you how I put together breakfast sausage. It is not as difficult as some may think. Basically, you just get some good fine ground pork and you put together some seasonings, you mix it all up, and then you package it for later. We're going to go through the recipe list. I'll post that and we'll go over the ingredients that way, and I'm just going to basically show you how I mix it together. So here's our recipe list. 1 pound of finely ground pork, 1 tablespoon of sage, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. That's very important. Nutmeg is very potent. 1 teaspoon of fennel or anise. I use anise for this recipe, but you can absolutely use fennel. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Remember, all of these are to taste, so you can decide how much of it you want and or don't want, and make it however you want. So I've pre-mixed all of my ingredients in a bowl, and then I'm just going to scoop those out over to the ground pork. So it's important to note that if you want to mix this a little bit more mild than I like it, you can always mix it to taste. I have a skillet set up on the stove warming up, and I'm going to just put together a patty, and I'm going to taste this as I go just to make sure it's the way I like it. So I'll just spread this out over the meat, and then I'll just mix it by hand. You notice I've got some gloves on. That's to help keep my hands clean and a little bit sanitary. If I was doing a really big batch, then I would be using my really nice meat mixer, but this is going to just be a small batch. 3 pounds, I'll separate these into 3 different 1 pound packages, and then I'll put those in the freezer for later use. You just mix it together. So now whenever I patty these, I just take out whatever portion size I'd like, and then I just roll it into a ball. And when I place it in the hot pan, I smash it down to form the patty. So that's what I would do if I was going to make sausage patties. Otherwise, this works great for biscuits and gravy. I just take some and put it in the pan, and it just goes in as ground, and then I add it to my gravy. And we'll do a recipe on that in the future. I'll show you how I make homemade biscuits and gravy. So we have our skillet heated up. Place the sausage in there, and then I just smash it down. You got to remember, it's all going to shrink up as it cooks. So I got that sausage patty in there, and I'll just let that fry a little bit. We'll flip it over, let it fry until it's cooked, and then we'll taste it and see how we're looking. Sausage is out of the skillet. Well, let's see how we did. So not too bad. It's got a nice sweet taste due to the brown sugar. The sage comes through, the rosemary comes through, and I do kind of like the anise over the fennel. It has a little bit different taste. I just was curious about that, wanted to check it out, but I think that turned out pretty good. Breakfast sausage is really easy. I've been making it for many years now. Probably the last time that I bought sausage from the store, maybe 15 years ago. It's been a really long time since I bought breakfast sausage from the store because it's so easy to make. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else you want to see. Subscribe. Make sure that you hit that like button, hit the bell for notifications, and drop some comments and let me know what you think if you try this recipe. All right, we'll see you next time.